Set, go!
I've seen many animators like myself give their takes on Flipaclip, and after I watched a few of them, it really made me start to think about Flipaclip and how it genuinely just isn't that great of an app anymore. Now, this isn't coming from someone who isn't familiar with the app. I've used Flipaclip for 8 whole years, and honestly, my time using it was great. It did exactly what I needed it to do, and I didn't have any problems.
Wait, just a minute, Ethan. If your experience was so good, why are you making this video?
Well, let me explain the best way I can. The first true animation I made on Flipaclip was on December 28th, 2017, when I released Ethan Gets the Bad Guy 2.
That's a terrible name.
Zach, shut your tea-drinking, crumpet-eating mouth up. For the longest while since then, I've used Flipaclip for many animations, up until August 7th, 2025, when I released Weird Trends. Afterwards, I left Flipaclip for ToonSquid. Flipaclip, ToonSquid has done more for me than you've ever done. After switching, I eventually did realize that Flipaclip was not only a very limited app, but also kind of a scam. Flipaclip used to have one-time purchasable premium add-ons that would unlock all of the app's features. My parents bought it for me all those years ago, but when Flipaclip transitioned to the subscription-based Flipaclip Plus, I lost all of those features, forcing me to ask for an annual $30 subscription.
How is $30, £22 yearly a scam? I'd say it's fairly cheap.
Well, to me it just seems like a waste because of how limited Flipaclip is. Flipaclip is not a well-optimized application at all. I wouldn't say it's FNAF security breach PC optimization bad, but it's more, it works sometimes, it doesn't others. Once you start to animate at higher frame rates and or resolutions, Flipaclip's performance starts to tank, no matter what device you're on. Here's a quick fun fact. In my experience, ToonSquid has actually performed better than Flipaclip in 4K animation, which leans towards Flipaclip's problems being its fault, not your device's. Flipaclip also has many useful features that are missing, like anti-aliasing, rigging, tweening, vector workflows, and way fewer brushes and stabilization tools. You need Flipaclip Plus in order to use other brushes, import audio, remove the watermark, and have more layers. You can use the free version, but gee, I wouldn't.
Oh, it can't be that bad.
Hey, my name's Dwayne McThunderdick, and this is Dwayne's Gamble Your Money Away app. Live too far away from the casino? No worries, just connect your bank account and start gambling.
I stand corrected.
Yeah, Flipaclip is ad city when it comes to the free version. Flipaclip's free version needs a way to profit, of course, but I think the amount of ads are a little extreme. You get one from literally doing anything, from adding audio, opening the app, and even exporting or sharing a clip. I think that Flipaclip should make their ads a little more discreet. Keep the videos away from people's workstation. That's where they animate, and it just gives them a horrible experience when their animation grind gets interrupted by Tommy's Flooring and Window Services. Instead, keep the video ads for the main menus or when a video finishes exporting. However, when working, use banner ads. Ones that are still there, but are in the corners where it doesn't affect workflow. Free Flipaclip just isn't a good impression towards beginner animators at all. Ads are gonna get in their way, features are blocked, and the app is just terribly optimized. You don't want that for a beginner because they're just starting. Why would you give them a laggy first impression? It's like going to a date and saying, "Yes, I will marry you. However, you have to pay me $30 a month for me to stay with you." This is the most important thing I have to say. Flipaclip is paid more for its simplicity, not as much for its features. Flipaclip is a better application when you're not using it for too long. My advice would be to pay for a year to get the feeling of animation, then after your subscription ends, switch over to something else. And when you compare Flipaclip to other animation software, it just looks really bad value. It would be cheaper long-term to just get something that's a one-time purchase instead of a subscription. I would recommend purchasing Rough Animator for a one-time fee of $8. I've used it before, and it has way more features like anti-aliasing, which makes your frames look less pixelated, more advanced timeline controls, specifically the fact that you can extend frames instead of copying and pasting frames like in Flipaclip. Plus, you can make custom brushes and import audio a lot easier. If you want to go a little further, you can even get ToonSquid, which is what I use. The main advantage I think ToonSquid has is its keyframing, which basically does animation movement for you. It saved me a lot of time and contributes to my consistent animation schedule.
Well then, Flipaclip must be a terrible app and nobody should use it because it sucks. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Well, no.
Wait, what?
I do think that Flipaclip still is a perfectly fine app for beginners. If it works for you, then that's fine, keep using it. I'm not gonna judge you for the animation software that works best for you. I'm just saying, for animators who would like to take their work to the next level, Flipaclip just isn't where it's at. Its performance, features, and prices just aren't worth it at all. However, I do think Flipaclip just isn't the best in general right now. The corporate greed has entered their hearts, which is clearly obvious by the ads, prices, and blocked features. Animators have it hard enough. Don't throw salt in the wound with overpriced features on an already buggy app. Flipaclip should not be used as an all-time animation alternative, but more like training wheels. Use them to get the hang of it, but then buy a better bike. I hope that analogy made sense.
So you're saying I need a new bike? My current one rides fine.
Zach, out.
Come on, I'm joking.
Zach, get out of my house! Thanks for watching my show. My Ethan Show!